Hello, my name is Suckit, and we are playing Road to the Worrier 3. And between episodes, I have been doing some cleaning up. We've got an actual hallway down here, and I cleaned up the explosion from last time, and we kind of rode off using the respawn anchors as decorative, because I'm just too clumsy. Now it just kind of ends right now. I think we're going to be making some of the other occultism rooms, and then maybe when we're like done, this is where we'll have our nether portal so we can, stop running back and forth to our old little hole in the ground. And finished the floor up in the Hall of Jerks. Started putting some walls in. That's the brown brick from Donum. Our piglin did an amazing job. We've got lots of black stone and gravel and soul sand, and we did get more crying obsidian. I'm sure we'll use it for something. Next thing I want to do is do a little more work out here. We got to restock our fish tank. That all went very poorly. I'm putting a roof on here so we can get some of the flying birds in here for the drigme. Now I want to get another eagle. Have it out there so we can have the supply of feathers. I think we're gonna do, let's see, we're gonna need more warp planks. I'm making these hanging signs from supplementaries. This is 1.19, so the vanilla hanging signs aren't a thing, but we do have these. We could use the altar of birthing to summon a parrot, but apparently we can also use Hadron's lure, and I want to start labeling these, because as we make more, I'm forgetting what we have. Okay, Hadron's Lure. That's not too bad a recipe. It's just some dyes, these specific colors, and then we got a feather and an egg. Now, I don't know. Unknown ritual. What do I got wrong? Yeah, we had the wrong kind of binding book. And I forgot to bind it to a spirit. Alright, now we're gonna need to sacrifice a chicken. I got purple particles. Now, I don't know if this is gonna summon a parrot, or if it's just gonna give us the spawn egg. I've never done this one. I always do Nature's Aura, but part of what I want to do with this pack is do stuff I don't normally do. I guess these rooms are something I normally do. But, you get the idea. Let's, come on. Okay, we actually get the parrot. Uh-huh. I wonder if this will work. So yeah, I don't know if this thing actually counts as a parrot. We're gonna find out. Sort of. I'm really bad at this, so just keep that in mind. We got the staff, we got the flute, we need the jingle dress, and then what do we want to do? We want to probably take this out of our offhand, maybe? Totem is not doing a ceremony. Try playing instruments while sneaking. Ceremony selection. I don't remember how to do this. Oh wait, we picked the... No, we're not accomplishing anything. Let's see. Oh, for crying out loud. Wrong book. Let's see. Okay, yeah. Rattle and wind chime. Should work. Nothing's happening. Let's see. We do it like this? No. Still on ceremony selection. So I thought the ceremony might fail because it wasn't a normal parrot, but maybe the ceremony doesn't start because it's not a normal parrot. Let's find out. I was able to successfully do a different ceremony, so I haven't completely forgotten what I'm doing. Let's see here. No, nothing. Oh, it started. Don't ask me what I did differently. I don't know. We're not gonna do it. Alright. But I broke one and replaced it. We're just gonna let the time run out because this isn't gonna work anyway. I don't know why that made a difference, but it made a difference, so... Okay, we'll have to take this out to get the ceremony started, so... It's not... interesting. Let's see. Yeah, that actually worked. So let's see. I think I'm a little better at this than I was before. We may not be able to get the melody high enough, though. Oh, we just missed it. Alright, I'll get it. Okay, I figured out what I was doing wrong. We need to be sneak clicking with an empty hand. So, lesson learned. And then... Whoa, oh, I missed. Ah, we finally got it. It's, I find that very difficult, but, pretty satisfying to finally have it done. Well, we finally got a covered spot to store it. Delightful. Now, while we're doing random things, I think we can definitively say that the whirly sprig will not give us mushroom colonies. But they did grow. We got the rich soil with the water, maybe sunlight, and the mushroom next to it. Not on top of the compost, but next to. And now, I guess we can do something with shears? Let's see. Okay. Okay, so we can get regular mushrooms. We can get regular mushrooms from them. Interesting. There's an achievement for getting it with shears, but I'm not sure. Let's take a look. We still have farmers visible. Yeah, shear a fully mature mushroom colony. Maybe they weren't fully mature. I don't know. Now I'm out in a swamp. I've not been here. Okay. Fireball. We barely touched irons. We're gonna have to take care of that one of these days. Yeah, I'm out here because I want to try to... Because I want to try to catch one of those creeps. Those little short multi-headed creepers. That's where we'll get the Creeper Girl doll, which we're gonna want for the for midway prizes and for the gift shop. There's a bell? They're pretty fancy. Oh, hello! It's a pyromancer. I felt like he could have done a better job not burning his house down. Let's see. I don't know if there's anything under the house. But there's old hanging roots. We already have some. Anything in the jukebox? No. How about these? Oh, okay. These would actually not be bad to find. All these knives. Food. Little ham. We We will, we'll definitely take some of this stuff. Oh, that's a big snake! I want the big snake. I'll have to deal with you. I want the big snake. Did I catch it? Contains a captured anaconda, but it looks like there's still one there? That's weird. Maybe there were two? The anaconda's now getting hurt. Let's see if we can... Okay, weird. Like... I think we finally got it. Okay. You... Alright. I don't know if we have 4 anacondas or or what. I guess we shall see. Okay, I have no idea what we're dealing with here. So, anacondas, huh? Let's try throwing them in here. Easy snappy. I might have to do this from up above. I don't wanna hurt Snappy. Let's see, is there anybody I won't bother? This guy won't be able to do anything about it. He shouldn't be able to see us or reach us. There we go. Okay, so looks like part of a snake. And it looks like he can get out of there. Hello. Okay, so maybe the soul gems and this guy are not the best combination. Okay, that's the half we want anyway. I think. It's really weird. Alright. Definitely some kind of glitch going on there, but we managed to catch an anaconda. For whatever that's worth. Oh, I see one. Nope, that's a regular creeper. Aha! One gelatinous slime, that's something we were looking for. I don't know why I looked at the thing that said any biome and thought swamp. For the creeps. I haven't seen any. We may have to find them underground. I've certainly seen them around. The gelatinous slime was a score, though. There are slime girls, and I caught one, but they're not who you get the slime girl dolls from. Apparently that's from the slimes. Let's go home. Okay, it's not a slime girl, it's a sludge girl. That's the way that goes. Let's put her in here with these characters. Boy, these copper bars are hard to break, and I don't want to aggro any of these things. Crying out loud. Alright, there she is. I just used the magnet. I think of all the hostiles, these two would probably be the easiest to replace. And just go out to the carny. We're not putting the cat in there. Alright, Jalificent. Yeah, they don't seem to be hurting each other. Good. Alright, now we're gonna take... We did get one. I don't know if I got it on camera or not. We're gonna be very careful here. Alright. I do not want him blowing up in here. He'll be up there all by himself. Now, we also caught one of those arachnes. We caught an ender eye that I don't know if it'll stick around or if it'll run away. Yeah, I think that thing's teleporting around. I think I just heard it. There it is. Sorry, Inky. Now, it's time to start working on Forbidden and Arcanus. That is the final piece of the puzzle to the creative items through the what is it called? The Stellae Arcanus? Yeah, we're gonna need 4 of these the Eternal Stella. Stellarite. I don't know why. It's Arcanus something. Anyway, we're gonna need 4 apiece to make each creative item that's available in the pack. And I'm actually, I didn't put the vending upgrades in from functional storage, but I think I might. Sorry, I had to take a little Aloysius break there. Anyway, the vending upgrades. Yeah, the idea with the pack is you're going to keep using the mechanics from the early game through till the end game. Like, you don't stop using the Ritual of the Forest. You don't stop using the Runic Altar. You need stuff for stuff, but I will tell you, like, I don't know if the stats track this. Let's find out. Let's see if we can even find them. I have made so many of those tokens. Rune of Autumn, is that crafted? Let's see. That's picked up. Times craft, so it doesn't tell me how many times I would have crafted. It's been a lot. I've made a lot of those tokens, and vending upgrades would be very expensive. But I figure, you know, maybe once you're in the end game and you have access to almost infinite everything, why not just make it infinite everything? I don't know. I haven't made up my mind yet. But I have here, speaking of not having made up my mind, I have here some arcane bone meal. It's just the dust that you get from mining the arcane crystal ore. I think you can get it from smashing up the, what do you call it? But we got these seeds here out of a seed bag. I could hold right click all day and nothing happens. That's because you need this stuff. Now, in Godslapper's Paradise, we discovered very quickly that this item had no use. This time, I was smart, and I haven't written a quest for it yet. We'll write it once we find out whether or not it does anything. Okay, so harvesting this stuff gives you straight up Deorum ingots. Here's my question. Can we regular bone meal it? Yes, we can. Let's get it all the way full. If this is a fountain of Deorum, I think that's fine, actually. I think that's fine. I think there's nothing wrong with letting people get lucky and find those seeds. The bone meal is not hard to make. It's just that dust and bone meal, right? See, for the stellae, we're going to need a fancy setup. You just don't craft that anymore. We're going to need the Hephaestus altar. And there's stuff you'll need to fill the Hephaestus altar up with the stuff that it needs to do thing. Specifically, this vacuum cleaner thing. I forget what it's called, but that's the next thing we need to work on making. Like soul something. Of course, JI doesn't help. It's what you use to get these things. I hope I didn't delete it from the pack accidentally as I was trying to change the recipe. Ah, no, here it is. So it needs a bunch of stuff. Like, you will have had to have progressed in the pack before you'll be able to use the Hephaestus Forge, but I think getting the Deorum to make it is probably fine. We'll see. Now, of course, the Whirly Sprig might not even give us the Deorum. We'll see. We'll worry about it later. For now, we're going to make this soul extractor, and we're going to put it to use. We have some soul sand. And I think what we do here, we just right-click. Yeah. And we'll get ourselves a soul and some soulless sand. Okay, it looks like it's always 1 soul per soul sand. Okay, sure enough, we're getting the Deorum from the Whirly Sprig. That's alright. Oh my, that's not what I expected to happen there. Why would it... Functional storage? What are you doing? Maybe we'll have to do this with an ingot. These do craft into ingots, right? Oh, no they don't. Okay, that's weird. Do the ingots craft into nuggets? Huh. I mean, you can do it in a multi-servo press with an unpacking die, but... Oh no, it does work. Well, that's weird. Oh, I think I know why. Hang on. Alright, the blocks are weird. I can't get them to work, but I did get it to work insofar as ingots go. I don't think we actually used Deorum blocks for anything, so, you know. Not perfect, but it could be worse. Could be a lot worse. Does this thing have a durability? It has a durability. So, next up is the altar multi-block itself. Oh, hello. This is where you went. Flying around screaming. I was going to do it down here. We put the occultism down here. I don't think it'll fit in here. Maybe? I just want to kind of build a test version. Now, the multi-block's going to require 48 polished darkstone. It's going to require 9 of these arcane chiseled polished darkstone. And then there's the chiseled arcane polished darkstone, which are these slabs? Okay. Let's, alright. Can we make these in the stone cutter? Doesn't look like it. We're also gonna need some of this, Mundabator dust, which is so cheap. I think I really do have to do something about the, maybe the arcane, bone meal that you need to automate Deorum. Maybe I'll make that require Deorum to make. That would make sense. Now, the documentation for the mod never really used to work, and now I don't think it's present. Which is what it is. I'll have to draw another map in the quest log to show how this thing is built. Alright, so we basically go... It's a 9x9. We're going to have pedestals on these things, apparently. We're going to fill the rest of this in with the arcane chiseled. I think I've done it right. Done it enough times now, I should know it, but let's see. We put our blast furnace like here, and our Mundabator dust. Shift right click? It's not a blast furnace. It's a smithing table. Crying out loud. Yeah, I programmed it in the quest right. I don't know where I got, what I got from. Shift right click, yeah! There we go. Awesome. Now we're gonna need, let's check out the GUI at least. So this is where we put our souls. It gives us 1 out of 1. Oriel and or corruption over here. I don't know what that one is. Experience and blood. Alright, it's starting to come back to me. The experience we get from these orbs. Cool. There's a couple ways to get Oriole. One of them is with these crystal things. I think we need a bunch of these pedestals. How much of this will need polished darkstone? Let's see. How many of these can we make? We can make a good amount, okay. So, let me think and let me try to remember. Let me look up some stuff online. Okay, we're gonna need 6 of those pedestals. And 2 of these blocks on their own. We'll go like so. And then we place 2 of these crystal blocks up. Then what? Right click with, yeah! Right click with some Mundabadabadabadatar dust. These will start providing Oriole to the setup here. It's not super quick, but, you know, hey, free Oriole. Alright, we had enough Deorum for 4 pillars. So that's a start. Now, let's see if we can see this thing. Okay, very good. Hephaestus smithing. These are what go on the pedestals, I believe. Right? Then, oh my gosh, really, dude? Really? Well, we have our blood. Killing entities near this thing will give it some blood. We got a good amount there. Pretty happy with it. Let me get this thing. I don't know why it's showing one on the forge. I don't think it's supposed to do that. Well, who knows? I'm not going to break it. We're starting to get a good amount of Oriole. Now, what I want to do is upgrade the forge so we can do what we actually want to do with this thing. Alright, well, while we got more Deorum coming in, we ought to go ahead. We're going to need a gavel to do much of anything. And I think that's all there is to it. Oh, hush, it's not a chapter complete and you know it. We'll make some mana diamonds. Oh, snap. Oh, of course. I hope that gets fixed one of these days. That ain't me doing that. That's not my my fail there. Okay, so we're just gonna make ourselves another. I think we might as well make the netherite one, right, folks? Here's our gavel. And we'll run up here and upgrade it to the netherite version. Couldn't figure out why I couldn't put anything on the pedestals. It's because I wasn't using the pedestals. I had the columns here. So I think this just goes like so. And then, assuming it's valid, we would right-click it with the hammer. Okay. It's very fancy looking. Like, I think when this mod is complete, it's gonna be really, really cool. Because just this is so awesome. We can see we got souls, Oriole, drained some blood. Takes a minute, doesn't it? I mean, it looks like it's doing something, right? Sure looks like it's doing something. I guess we'll give it a minute here. I don't know, we don't have a progress bar over here, folks. I don't know if it's... I assume it's working. Ah, sure enough. With no fanfare other than the animation that we saw, we got our Eternal Stella. Now, it's not going to be entirely practical. Well, we could just leave that there. These apparently you can break and pick up, which is quite nice. And put these two things over here, because we're probably not going to be using this for, like, what you really do with this, basically, is you can use it to make enchanted books. And we have so many sources of enchanted books. Also, I think the higher tiers are kind of meaningless at this point. I don't think they do anything. Like, we could probably do a level 2 forge, but like, I don't think it will help us much. But this is how we'll get the Eternal Stellae, so you know, at least we played with it. And we're going to be using it quite a bit. It's not that complicated, but there is one other thing that we're going to need. Because as often as wandering traders and their accompanying llamas spawn, I can't count on them spawning down there often enough to keep that blood filled. We are going to need a mystical dagger. And for that, okay, dark matter is just an edelwood log cooked up. That's not so bad. Now we're going to want to make a fancy sacrificial dagger. We're also going to use our one of our 2 runes to make a test tube. We'll be able to use those 2 things in tandem to collect blood. Now we're going to need a lot more runes than we have. Not too many more really, but we are going to need a Terra. Well, we don't need a Terra Shatter. We're going to make a Terra Shatter. This will allow us to do a couple of things. It'll mine just a bonkers amount if we charge it up. But we need, what's it called? Stone of something or other. Stone of Temperance. Here it is. It's not very hard to make. I think we just right-click it to activate. And now this thing will mine, I think 3x3x3, but we want to juice it up. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to throw it just right in a mana pool. And if we get out our Wand of the Forest, we'll see this mana pool counting down, I hope? Not really, huh? Still D rank. I thought we just tossed it into a mana pool. Doesn't really seem like... Oh, it's... Yeah, there we go. That's what we want. Yeah, it's just gonna drain this. Like, it's already up a rank, right? C rank? But my understanding is the mana cost for each rank up increases greatly, like by a factor of 10, or I think so the Lexicus says. It doesn't actually tell you. Okay, narrow column, it's a square, surface areas increase. Let's finish draining this one. We'll drain another one probably. What do we have? Okay, so it's still C rank. Let's see what we get. Alright, another pool drained. We're up to B rank. These are not completely full pools, so this is hardly science. Also, I'm going to start adding mana to it. But, you know, it'll be like probably 3.5. Something like that. 3.5 pools worth. We'll see what we get. Alright, there's another 3/4 of a pool. I think that's about like 750,000 mana the way. Okay, B rank. B rank. Probably stay at B rank with this pool drain. That's okay. Alright, that one's just about drained. B rank. That's fine. Now with the we'll try it both with the stone active and inactive. Okay, we made a little bit of room down here. Now I think what we do, we'll have to probably take this out. Right click with it. Alright, how do we turn it on? Let's see. Let's see. Sneak right click in the air. There we go. So that's with the Stone of Temperance on, right? We turn this thing off. Boom! We don't need that much. But what we do need to do is find runes. And we're gonna find them way down here. Let's make sure we have our light level overlay on. Let's do some... Oh yeah, it doesn't have any problem with gravel. You can just fly through here. Alright, we got one. Can I, probably gone far enough, right? Turn the active ability off. Can we mine this stuff with this thing? Sure looks like it. So this stuff I haven't included in various recipes. Just because I haven't, really. I don't think it's as easy to automate. Definitely not the easiest thing to get. But now let's do some experimenting since we're down here. We got one rune just kind of by getting it. But I want to see if there's more like hidden away in these darkstone deposits. Like if we should be mining a few of these out. Not quite as satisfying as blasting through with this thing, you know, going full bore. I don't really see much. What about like down? It looks like if we get lucky, we get lucky. We don't need a whole lot of them to do what we need to do, so I think it's fine. Alright, now before I forget, we can and should upgrade to the Alpsteel version of the Shatterer. I have a couple more Alpsteel bees out there. Yeah, there we go. Fancy, fancy. I guess with this thing's active ability, it'll mine even more blocks in a row, so we'll have to be a little bit careful with this thing. We don't destroy our base with it. Now what we're going to need is a dark rune. To make a dark rune, we'll need to make corrupty dust. Now I don't think I've taught this thing how to make obsidian. Oh yes I have. We'll make 2. Why not? Obsidian ingots are super easy once you get the right thingamajig, which in this case is the induction smelter. That's what I'm trying to say. Got a corrupty dust. We can make some dark runes and get a dark dagger. I clearly have to write some more quests for this chapter. Let's go ahead and enchant the dagger. We'll take it down to the zombie farm. I did put Knowledge of the Ages on this thing. I don't think that will affect blood. I'll have to kill something first to find out. It does not do a ton of damage, does it? Come on. Alright, yeah, no problem. No problem. Problem. Now, let's see, how much blood is this? 3,000? Okay, so we can put it over there. It does drain out, so we can reuse it. These are expensive with the rune to make them. But, yeah, that'll do. Now, as with Godslapper's Paradise, it does appear that this setup doesn't actually do much. Past the first tier, we can make the Eternal Stele. That's the main thing. So I got to think about whether I'm going to be changing any of these recipes or not. It's, you know, I think having the Soul Extractor gated by occultism is probably sufficient. I don't think we need to go absolutely ham. on the recipes for Forbidden and Arcanus, but well, that means I gotta write some more quests and some more quest descriptions, and I do have a few recipes to change before, 4.4.3? But we're getting there. The next and final chapter in the progression quest line, this has to be filled out a bit, is gonna be the Fountain of Infinite Everything, and that's the creative items. So, we're gonna start getting to it. But listen, thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.